Hi everyone, Brent Hathaway. I just wanted to show you a quick video in Reaper that you can use to set up any kind of hearing loss that you may have and account for that inside Reaper so that you hear everything properly. So let's switch to Reaper. Okay, so in Reaper there is a tiny button called Monitor Effects, and we're going to click on that. And what this does is this has all of the audio that goes to your studio monitors or headphones, and it's routed through monitor effects before it hits the headphones or speakers. And the cool thing about this is, one, you set it up once and it's remembered for every single project that you do from here on out. So it's a set up once and have it forever. Secondly, it doesn't affect the master track at all. It doesn't affect the rendering, and you can do anything you want to the monitor effects so that you hear things better without it affecting the music at all. So we can do all kinds of different effects in here. A couple of things that I recommend is, one, having a volume adjustment set up so that if you don't have an external volume knob on your sound card, like I do on mine, you can simply do a volume adjustment here, and this is a built-in plugin for Reaper, and so I can have the whole mix turned up 2 decibels, no problem. So the next two things I set up are EQs for left and the right channel, and the left and right hearing for me is totally different, and this is how you set that up. So what you do is you add a re-EQ to it. So REA EQ, like that. And what you do is you go to 2 in, 2 out, this button here, and you uncheck the bottom 2, and those are the right speakers, the right input and the right output. So now you're only dealing with the left channel. So if you have hearing loss in the low end, the high end, you can make all those kinds of adjustments here. So let's say I've got a hearing loss at say 5K. I can change this to a band and I can adjust that. And what I would do is grab a hearing chart from your doctor, and you can dial in each of these frequencies specifically. So a lot of times people will end up having hearing loss in the speech areas that's accounted for. So you can set that band up, and you can click on this, double click on it to add another point. And if you're missing some high-end frequencies, you can do that as well. And you can simply just drag that up and make that match your hearing graph as much as possible. And so I've gone ahead and done that for my left ear, which is all over the place hearing loss wise. But the other cool thing is, what you can do is you can also adjust the overall volume. So my right ear doesn't hear as loud as the left ear, period. And so one of the things I've done here is I have actually increased the gain of my right ear so that it matches the same level as the left. And so that way everything sounds balanced to me when I'm listening to stuff in the headphones. When I am listening to studio monitors, I've got hearing aids and don't need to worry about that. But for headphones specifically, that's where these settings come in. So having the gain set up, having the EQ set up individually per channel for me is definitely needed. And if you want to make life easy and you just want to have one side louder than the other, you can do that too. I've got a flat EQ and the volume raised up, and I'll use that if there's certain frequencies that are peaking too high, and it gives you some options there. And so you can adjust this however you want, but again, you only set this up once, and then every project remembers it from then on. And so when wearing headphones, you just have to remember to go into FX monitoring and turn this on or off. Bonus footage. So one other effect I would consider adding on here is adding on some sort of limiter, because if you're changing around sounds, all of a sudden you may end up getting blasted in your ears with something. And so I would recommend something like the Event Horizon limiter clipper, and you can just leave up the default settings as is, and it'll make sure that it doesn't go over past the peak value. So that way, if you're switching, say, synth sounds or whatever, you're dialing in guitar sound, you don't end up getting blasted in your ears. If you like this video, please click the like button. And if you want to be notified when part 2 of this video comes out, please click the subscribe button. It is free, and you'll get notified when the next video or any video on this channel comes out. Thank you very much. Have a great day.